Hello everyone, and welcome back to some more Seinarukana with me, Phantom Zawai. So when we last left off, we were in the middle of our fourth combat map. It's going pretty well. I have no complaints. I feel like I am understanding more and more of battle. We got some all-rounders, we got some new party members. They're looking really awesome so far, actually. I am going to avoid moving them here, just in case, because I've already made that mistake in the last video. So have them stand by while we wait to kind of reorganize our parties. I'm gonna move these guys here, here, if I can never click on it, and here. Alright, so they are gonna charge. Excuse me, man, my throat. Let's go ahead and move. No, I don't want to necessarily get him in this situation. The Incinerate could be pretty bad for him. So let's avoid that. What is... Oh wait, that is a setup skill. Incinerate, I believe I heard about this. I think this was also Shad that told me. When they use it on the enemy defender, or the target is the enemy defender, but they use it on the attacker, right? And when they attack, that's when you take a ton of damage that ignores your defense. You guys mana around the enemy defender when they try to protect themselves, injuring them and weakening their defense. Okay, yes. So they take 500 force damage, as well as weakening your defenses. Basically when the enemy attacker hits you, because you have to activate your defensive skill. And it's activated on that trigger. So, that could be rough, man. And you cannot banish setup skills. What level is that skill? Probably over 4. 3. Okay, well this is a chance for me to figure out if you can actually... And I know you guys probably told me in the last episode, but again, bear in mind, I record these in batches. I have not... Like, the episode that's up on YouTube as of the time I'm recording this is episode 16? Maybe 17, I think? Anyway, basically... Haven't gotten your feedback on that yet, so forgive me if this has already been answered. But that's a chance for me to confirm that for myself. Basically, if that is a matter of skill level, my gosh, he's so fast. Or if it is something else. Basically, that's something else, I assume, being that it's a setup skill that cannot be banished, even on activation. I know that they can't be banished when they're being set up, but it was my impression you could banish them when they were activated. But I could be wrong. So let's move them right here. You are also going to move up here. And I assume that Unit 11 is going to charge us. Okay, we're moving you guys up as well. I know you're lagging far behind, but you'll get there. Just in time. Okay, yes, they are going to attack. Protection blue. Okay, so that means that blue spirits straight up cannot hurt them unless they have a penetrate skill, right? Because it's protection skill. Defense skill that specifically blocks all damage and effects from blue attacks. While it does provide some normal protection, it is very vulnerable to attacks with the penetrate effect. Which means this is a great time for us to actually put in Nozomi as an attacker, which never seems to happen not very often at least, so let's give it a shot. This should be fun. Unfortunately, that does leave Satsuki in the supporter position, which is not great, because we can't actually banish this ability, because it's a black skill and anti-banish. And it's also an interrupt. So it activates when I attack, I assume? Trigger enemy attack skill, yes. So her penetrate will be weakened. Excuse me. But, if this is to be believed, it should still be pretty effective. I mean, we could do this and still do some pretty solid damage. But we take more damage, and I also just want to see penetrate in action against protection. So let's try it. Energy leak will do nothing, but so it goes. So they attack, no problem. Now here we go. Yikes. Okay, so we've been weakened, but we did 335 damage. That's pretty solid. So 2 more penetrates, we could kill them. But they're also going to continue to cast Weaken, which I don't know if that stacks. I guess that's another thing I could confirm here, is if you can stack those kinds of status effects. 335 damage before 261 now. So I guess that means that you can actually stack the Weaken effect, which means I should probably switch out, actually, at this point. We'll take some damage from Heat Paralyzer. Although, actually, I could... Yeah, this makes more sense, doesn't it? That makes actually considerably more sense. Yeah. Because then we won't take any damage from Heat Paralyzer. And we'll do more damage, I'm pretty darn sure, with Overdrive 1, even if we get weakened before it. And we can heal up a little bit. Oh wait, we actually haven't taken damage, that's right. The weaken effect just looks like it should be damaging, so... Okay, we killed him outright. Okay, so he's been weakened. Maybe we give him one more attack. Actually, that's gonna be it, though. Should we go with Impulse Blow? Or Overdrive? Let's just go with Impulse Blow. I don't think we're already gonna kill either one of them. Oh, we did! Just barely. 619 damage. Sweet. Okay. Alright, 10th turn. I keep thinking that it ends on the 10th turn, but no, okay. So we will not kill them with him for sure. I'm pretty sure we won't do it with Impulse Blow either, but let's just do this. Okay, so we did a vast majority of their health damage. We could move and finish them off with Sorluska. Oh, okay, we can't... I thought we would be intercepted by the other one. Cancel that. I should probably actually look at what I would be going up against. Oh yeah, the Incinerate. Yeah, don't send Sorluska into that. No. Okay, so we have him stand by for this turn. Okay, now we move. Okay, we're not gonna be able to actually stop the setup skill, of course, but setup skills are cast towards the beginning of the turn, right? I'm pretty sure that this will be cast before actually the enemy attacker gives his assault, which means that we will defend. Okay, in theory, this would block most of the damage, but then again, alright, I'm pretty sure that Shad did mention that this penetrates your defenses. Feel free to correct me if that's wrong, but I don't think that actually her even having force protection would defend against this. Yeah, so I do think we need to try to see, or at least I need to try to see, if you can banish it upon activation. There's one way to find out, basically. This could be a really dangerous combat situation. I think maybe we go with this for now. Let's give it a try. I've got to learn. I've got to learn. The skill level should be low enough for us to banish it if it is possible. So, this will inform me going forward. Okay, well, not that turn, though, fortunately. Because they've already attacked. But this turn, we'll find out. Let's see. Okay, how does this work? Here it is. Can we banish the setup skill? Yes, right? That... he took damage. Which I'm pretty... no, okay, that wasn't from that. Flame Swing is what he did. Because they swapped out. Which, he just took that naturally from the force damage being that high. Okay, so you can banish setup skills once they activate. You just can't banish them upon being set up. Okay, good to know. I now can confirm that, and that makes me actually quite a bit more comfortable in handling them from here on out. So, good to know. I'm happy about that. Flame Swing. Probably want to go with this. Also with Fireball, she can absorb all that damage as well. So... and also this makes more sense to have them attack like this. We'll finish off the Defender this turn, and we'll heal up from the damage that Nozomu took. Did I not kill him? Okay. Oh wait! I'm freaking retarded. Protection White, oh my, I have nothing to say in my own defense. That was literally just me being like, you know, I was just looking at the material and the force numbers and not paying attention to the skill itself. So that was a herp-a-derp moment. There's no other excuse. Okay, they did activate Incinerate. So that does mean I need to swap her down here to defend against it. And we end up going back to this, so... yeah, that was a lapse in my own concentration, sorry guys. I feel like I've been playing a little better, but that was just dumb. Okay, so their defenders, or their attacker is dead for now. They'll probably swap around though. So we need to keep Sasuke here to intercept Incinerate. Which means that we keep on with this, I think. I mean, I guess I could switch out them here, but if they swap to a red attacker, they're going to have some force damage on their attacks, probably more force damage than material, in fact. So I think that this is a little safer. Yeah, they did swap. So we sealed the Incinerate ability there. Fireball, he takes some damage. We ran out of attacks. Okay, they're gonna assault us, Team 11, that is, the one remaining member. But we're in a good situation, really, at this point. Who do I want to kill them, basically, is what this boils down to. Maybe Nozomi. Give Nozomi a kill. But then again, she's used her Penetrate ability a lot. We're about to take a town, though, so it doesn't matter. Let's just do it. Just do it, man. Doesn't matter. No problem. And... move. I still don't want to send him in there. He's going to take a lot of damage real quick. I mean, I think he would win. But also, he's just not a good unit to face off against that setup. There's so much force damage there. Okay. So, at this point, I think it's more like this that I want to go with. Yes. Let's do it. Now they only have supporter. So let's just finish them off. Oh, one attack, huh? Nice. Cool. And we top off the healing. Sweet. That went very well. Eternal Relic, get. Haha. Okay, so we've got, we can give this to Sorluska. We can give this to Thalia, whose name I forgot for a second. Or we can give this to Nozomu. Okay, so we got Resist 1. Or photons are released to start combats. Express the effects of mana on all party members. Resistance increases, but it becomes more difficult for the party to use mana to strengthen their physical attacks. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not the kind of thing that I generally go for. Ooh, Icicle Arrow Alpha. Skill that I've heard good things about. Okay, so that is the setup skill, which is awesome in itself, because now we can get tricky with it. So we can banish the banish skills. Interesting. I think I like that. And Sorluska would get Divine Force, which is also a setup skill, and an anti-banish skill, of course, because he's a black spirit. The skill surrounds the enemy with inescapable thorns and drains them of their ability to use powerful attacks when it strikes. Enemy support skill, combat mana down. Okay. I see. And that would activate upon them trying to use their support skill, which means that, in theory, especially if it was early in combat, it would drain them of the ability to even use that, that attack, because it would probably drain them close to 0, if not to 0. That's also pretty cool. But I think I'm going to go with Icicle Arrow 1. It also does some nice force damage. It just seems cool. I like it. Okay, we're almost there. Finally. Inside the throne room at Grun Dreas, several soldiers and lance stand at the ready around the armor-clad Drav Urza, and there's a woman wearing a strange outfit. The way she said it was Regishish, something like that. A lot of these town names are pretty wild. Drav holds his dimly gleaming sword. He swings it through the air. The lance that were standing guard around him fall, cut in half. Yeah, that was nice of you. The soldiers around him gasp, but they don't run. Drav's majesty does not allow them to say anything. His sword cuts through the air towards her neck, but she doesn't flinch. She's a lightbringer. He clutches his chest and is racked by a fit of coughing. Guards rush to his side in a panic.
Katima の持つ心身の特性なのだ。我ら二人は戦いによってしか活路を見出せん。勝つためには肉体を犠牲にしてでも。
負ければ待つのは死だけです。将軍、あなたは死が怖くないのですか？
たわけ、死などとっくにこの両手で握りつぶしてやったわ。私が恐れるのは死などではない。己の運命を自分で切り開けぬまま敗北してしまうことだ。
そうですか。万が一の時は光をもたらすものが手助けいたしますので。
くどい。もうお前たちの力など必要ない。私に必要なのはこの夜食のみ。
Drav stares at his sword in ecstasy, as if it was drawing in his very soul.
用済みというのでしたら、私はこれで失礼します。
He continues to stare at his sword, completely transfixed. He doesn't notice her walking away.
もうダラバは長くない。放っておいても死ぬ。マスターが滅びれば、神剣もこの世から消える。消える神剣に興味はない。
Evolia looks out the window. An area below has become noisy with soldiers and messengers coming and going everywhere. It is proof that the Aegean army is nearly upon them.
アイギア軍に加担している新しい神剣。今までにない光を放っている。奴らがダラバとどう戦うか見ものだな。
A thin smile teases at the edge of her lips. Evolia vanishes from the castle, unnoticed by anybody. So the Lightbringers were at odds with, it seems, Satsuki's faction, the Brigade, I believe they were called. So the Lightbringers are also here. Could that be, could the Lightbringers be involved with the reason that we're here in the first place? You know, and hence the seal that won't let us leave this world, etc., etc. I don't know, but it does seem possible. Alright, so we're obviously not going to go straight to Grun Dreas. I actually forgot we can move ahead like this instead of just going tile by tile. But, yeah, now we just need to take this town. Maybe I should just send Sorluska? Seems a little risky, but, you know, I haven't saved in a little while, so I should probably do that, huh? Just in case. And yes. Sorluska, it's up to you. I'm gonna have you do it. Everybody else will stay here. And actually, I can level up a little bit now. And bye. Advance. 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 And bye. Stand by. Actually, I need to be reinforcing. What am I doing? Advance. Okay. Liliani? Liliani. An eternal relic. Rumpelstiltskin's straw. Okay, we got only for Nozomi, huh? Breeze Relief 1. Creates a gentle breeze of green mana that wraps around the party and has a healing effect when there is a dangerous injury. It's a setup skill. Okay, actually, this is the one I kept turning down, right? So it'll heal them for 35% of their HP. And I believe that at low HP, basically, I believe Shad said it was under 50% HP when these types of skills would activate. So let's learn it. I kept turning my nose up at it, and we finally got it anyway. Okay, stand by, and we're going to start leveling up now. Reinforce. Thalia can level up as well with them. Nozomi is level 8. Okay, so the all-arounders... Maybe I don't need to prioritize super immediately, considering we're about to go into the town, and I assume I'm only going to be engaging with one unit. So Satsuki is definitely a priority in that case, because she's part of the main squad, at least in theory, as is Nozomu, of course. and Nozomi, who's already level 8. So maybe I should get Satsuki and maybe Nozomu if it's possible. I probably will have enough mana after taking that last city to get both of them. For now, let's do Satsuki. And now we will have you return. Okay. Yeah, just not enough mana right now. I'm gonna have to wait a few turns for it to actually... for it to be enough. Oops, I chose retreat. Just because I was clicking the same area. Okay, now... we'll get you there yet. Okay, Satsuki is leveled. Stand by. Advance. Okay, that's not quite enough, is it? Not quite enough mana? Now that might be enough. Oh, it's so close, but not enough. Okay. We gotta wait another round. Oh, I thought it was 30. Oh, it's 3780! Okay, now. Now! Nozomu level 8 as well. Okay, so the main squad will be level 8. Everyone else will be level 7. That should do it. Okay, now we just stand by and wait for him to level. I should probably look at who we're going to be facing. Okay, so this is just a normal squad. I assume that once we get into the town, we'll probably end up fighting a boss. So I'll wait for this level up to happen. Obviously, we're going to get a terrible score, just because, again, I took my sweet time. But this is the way I enjoy playing, you know? I don't like to necessarily super rush through things, unless I feel like I have a really good handle on it. Let's just save over this slot, because we've done basically nothing since then. And... who should I engage this with? Probably the main squad, right? Just because they're the most versatile I have. This doesn't seem like a particularly tough unit. But still. I mean, they're all here, so I know... oh, there was another square. Well, that's fine. Doesn't matter. Just keep the others here. There's no need to rush it. Advance. Here we are. Okay, we're finally at Grun Dreas. Now then. Flame Swing. Definitely something we want to counter with Water Shield if at all possible. Overdrive will do some decent damage. Nothing too impressive. Earth Prayer will heal up the counterattack damage that it'll take, which won't be much. But really penetrates even weaker, so we should just go with this if we're going to do that. And Water Shield will block all damage from Flame Swing. Earth Prayer is going to obviously heal them up too, though, which is unfortunate. I don't have a stronger force damage attack, though, do I? The squad, that's one of their weaknesses. They don't have much force damage going for them. Because we don't... well, particularly, we don't have a Red Spirit. Red Spirits seem to definitely... that's their forte. A lot of force damage. You know, let's see how much damage we do after their heal. They'll heal 15% damage, which isn't a ton, and Nozomu is really strong. Nifty background. So I assume this is kind of supposed to be taking place at the palace. Or maybe they just made one background. Wow, that did way more damage than I expected. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna be just fine. Alright, so they switched up to Full Moon Sword. And now they are utilizing Accurate Block. So with that being the case, we are probably better off... I mean, I guess we could do something like this. Because we want to block Flame Shower. We could use... Well, actually, no, we can't, because we've already chose Devoted Block. So actually, we need to Energy Leak this, basically. That's what I get for not checking out the support skills they had. I probably could have had a little more versatile means of attack, basically. But this should do fine. This is an infinite number of turns to take these guys down, so we don't have to worry about that. We will defeat them. It's really not even a question. They just don't have anything on us. So yeah, we'll just do this 3 more turns. Until either that or they switch up their defender. And they did, actually, for this coming round. Alright, so now they are using their red spirit as their defender, which means that they're desperate, frankly. We don't even need to worry about Earth Prayer. This is a situation where this is going to be better off. They're probably going to switch up, but either way, this is going to give us enough to easily destroy this red spirit. And, you know, this is a versatile block, which is a good choice, and this is a good heal. So I think either way, this is a pretty decent choice. Okay. Maybe I should just do it this way. Yeah, let's do this. Alright. No problem at all. Now then, let's put her here to heal. And just... finish it off with Satsuki. Yeah. Now heal up. Little damage from Nozomu remains, but that's not a big deal. Eternal Relic has been received from the battle. Cross Divider. An attack that combines the power of both swords. It costs more mana to use than a simple attack, but can overwhelm the enemy with raw strength. 580 material damage. That is nothing to sneeze at. Big upgrade from Dual Edge 1. But Satsuki could get Resolute Block 1. A 300 power attack. Or, not attack, rather, a defense, I should say. Skill creates an absorption field that turns the force of impact into strength for its user. While it doesn't protect very well, it does raise its user's strength when they defend against an attack. So this is kind of something you would use early in the fight, and then use it to boost your ability to break through their defenses. Interesting. Decaying Curse 1. A field of erosion that is created that both protects the user and robs the enemy of their ability to use powerful attacks. 420 material damage. Okay, so it lowers their strength and their mana. That seems really cool. That seems really cool. Fury 1. 500 attack power, damaging attack. Oh, and 250 force damage. I mean, granted, you know, usually if they have a decent material block, it's not going to be a ton of material damage that you're getting through. But if you're dealing with a situation where they don't have a defender left, you could do some major damage with this. And even still, I don't think I have a material attack stronger than 500 material damage, so to have force damage on top of that is awesome. Okay, and any special effects? No additional effects. Okay, so it's just a powerful attack. Takes 2 mana. Decaying Curse is sweet, though. It lowers their strength and takes their mana. Mana still hasn't really been a big consideration yet, but I have to assume that later in the game it's going to be. Which one don't I want? Resolute Block is something that's... I feel like I would not use often at all. Cross Divider is cool, but it's just an attack. Oh, it lowers your... actually raises your strength, too. Dang, that's actually... I like that. Oh. Man. Man, this is tough. I shouldn't sit here forever, though. Let's see. I'm narrowing it down now. I'm narrowing it down to either Nozomu or Katima. I feel like Nozomu... I'm always using Nozomu. And this is a huge upgrade from his Dual Edge 1. And it gives him a strength bonus after using it. So I think I want to give it to him first. Hopefully we'll get some of these other skills later by finding more Eternal Relics. But for now, you know, Nozomu is just a character we're always using. So we finally finish off the enemies holding the roads and reach Grun Dreas. You've had to wait about 3 episodes. Katima mutters emotionally. This castle is where she was born, and where she would have lived as Agia's princess. Yeah, I'm really hoping the boss doesn't destroy me. Of course, we'll win and go home to our world. And did I say something strange? The lance are ready and waiting for us around Grun Dreas as its final defense. Katima looks back and meets my eyes. Thought she wanted to say something, but she looks up into the sky instead. I cut off the end of her line. I'll let her play. I thought she was done. There we go. The air trembles. I wince at the sound. When I look around, I see Nozomi gaping too. Is this the shouting of the entire Aegean army? It's so loud and strong. It's been a long fight, but with victory after victory, their spirit just keeps rising. Strangely enough, their shouts strengthen my will. The gate falls, and the Aegean army surges into Grun Dreas. We're after Drav Urza in the castle, but the lance still left the city block our way. Left in the city block our way. Let me try that again. Ouch. It must be Drav. This battle won't be over until we beat him. I've made it this far. I'm done whining. She's right. It'd take too long to deal with all of them. I don't know how, but the enemy is still throwing waves of lance at us. If we're not careful, they could overwhelm us even after coming this far. We have to take down their leader before they can do that. What? Where?
後から来るクロム兵たちに任せましょう。レーメ殿が言われる通り、我々はダラバを倒すことが先決。奴さえ倒せばこの戦いは終わるのです。
だけどカティマさんの言う通りよ。非戦闘員を助けるのは後から来る兵士さんたちでもできるけど、立ちふさがる矛を倒してダラバの元にたどり着くのは私たちじゃないと無理よ。
Let's go, Katima. You too, Nozomi.
今は自分ができることをやりましょうね。
わかりました。望む、行きましょう。一気に王城まで突っ切る。
Right. Okay. We'll deal. The castle is full of chaos. The nobles who are loyal to Drav are all scrambling to escape. There are also some knights still loyal to him that try to stand in our way. A man's true character is revealed on the battlefield, but for some strange reason, I feel completely calm. It's really weird. No, it's not calm exactly. This chaos is almost familiar, nostalgic even. Why? I really don't know.
どきなさい。あなたたちは人間でしょ。無駄に命を捨てることはありません。
A knight tries to defend the passage and protect Drav.
問答無用。我らは最後までダラバ将軍に命を捧げる。
愚かな。
Katima swings her sword sadly. The knights are just regular humans. She cuts through them like they're made of paper. Katima!
血の流れない戦いはない。汚れるのが嫌なら戦わないことです。血を流すならば、せめて次の世代に血が流れるように戦うのです。復讐のための戦いではない。復讐を止めるための戦い。それが私の道ですから。
Katima grits her teeth as she says it. She's trying to convince herself of her own words. We're fighting for the future. Yeah.
そうです。この国とこの世界の未来のために。
She stares at the throne room's door. The last lance standing before it raises her weapon and prepares for us. Drav is behind that door. Everyone here can feel it. Just a little further. Everyone, let's seize this world's future with our own hands. Yeah, screw up the speech.
行きましょう。
Oh!
言われるまでもなく。よーし、頑張るからね。
おお、みんな燃えてるな。俺も行くぜ。
ありがとうございます、皆さん。さあ、あと一息です。
I kind of expected a boss battle. We've dealt with the last of the enemies in the castle. There's nothing left between us and Drav's throne room.
いよいよです。
Katima looks both nervous and eager. I smack her on the back hard.
何をするのです。
Relax. You're going to get stiff. Rather, you're going to stiffen up if you get nervous.
そうでしたか。いつも通りにしていたはずですが。
Don't be so tense. She takes a deep breath.
よっしゃ、将軍様の顔を拝みに行こうぜ。
その必要はない。
Alright, here we go. The door opened without us realizing it. A man clad in all black calmly steps out. There's a huge sword in his hand, which is giving off a wild bloodlust beyond any of our eternity swords. That must be the power that's sealing this world. Drav's sword, full of hatred and murder.
ダラバ将軍、ようやくこの時が来ましたね。
ああ、待ち望んでいたぞ、カティマ・アイギアス。
あなたに殺された一族の復讐をしにやってきました。あなたを倒し、奪われたこの国の平和と秩序を取り戻す。
復讐だと？お前がその言葉を口にするのか？
何？
最初にレスと明日の血筋を絶やしたのはどこの誰だったか忘れたか？貴様らアイギアの王族たちではないか。 様がこの私を倒し、この国の王の座にとって変わったところで、それは私がしたことと同じ歴史を繰り返してるだけだ。
Says this guy who just run around just killing hundreds and hundreds of innocent people. Yeah, don't get self-righteous, dude.
それは私も同感です。だからあなたに和議を申し出たのです。それを蹴ったのはあなたでしょ。
He laughs fearlessly and holds out his sword.
血に刻み込まれた呪いは永遠に消えることがないのだ。我々、私とお前の持つ真剣がどちらかを排除し、どちらかをこの世界に残すことを決定する。我々はそういう星の下に生まれたのだ。その戦いに他者など必要ない。最後の戦場に立つのは私とお前、その二人だけだ。
1対1で決着をつけようというのですか。
この国で我々だけにこの剣が与えられた時点で、こうなることが運命づけられていたのだ。
それはこちらも望むところです。受けて立ちましょう。
Hold it, Katima. Don't take his bait.
望む。たとえ挑発だとしても、ダラバは一人。大勢で襲いかかってはアイギア王家の名が廃ります。
But his sword. I've never felt anything as sickening or evil as it before. Drav wants to fight her by herself because he's certain he can win. I'm sure that he has the strength to back up that confidence too.
放っておきなさい。
What? What did you just say?
この分子世界の未来を決めるのはこの世界の人間たちよ。よそ者のあなたが決めることじゃない。
So you're telling me to sit here and watch?
そう言った方が早いならそう言いましょうか。
望む。私を信用してください。私は負けません。
I'm pretty sure you will. Ugh. Fine. Katima raises her sword and faces him. The whole castle is filled with their bloodlust, robbing all but the two of them of their words. We watch them, holding our collective breath.
ならば、私も剣に生きる人間。こうなった以上、最後まで引き下がるつもりはありませんよ。
ウロンだ。本気で私を殺してみろ。
いざ。
She swings her sword with all her strength.
小作な。
Drav holds his sword over his head and blocks Katima's powerful blow. But it takes all his strength and pushes him back, leaving a huge opening. Katima dashes in close, so as to not let it go to waste.
ならば、これで終わりにしましょう。
She holds her sword directly above him and stabs down between the chinks of his armor. That ends it. Or so we think.
この程度で私を倒せると思うな。
He clenches his fist around his sword. Still bent backwards from her strike, he swings his blade in an unbelievably powerful arc. Katima pulls back to block it, but she's not quick enough to stop him from putting all his strength behind it. A huge shockwave erupts from his sword when it strikes hers. She blocked his sword, but the impact sends her flying away and crashing into the wall. Blood spurts from her lips, and she collapses. Katima!
大丈夫。まだやれます。
Katima props herself up with her sword, as she gets up and gasps for breath. She still has her wits, but her legs are trembling. Standing is all that she can do. She clutches her hand against her chest. She gags and buckles over in a fit of coughing. She has to spit out blood. It's easy to see she's been hurt badly. can't watch this anymore. I start to run to her side. But someone grabs my shoulder from behind.
まだ勝負はついちゃいない。カティマはまだやる気だぜ。
She's standing with her sword's help, but preparing to attack again. Despite how hurt she is, she's standing on willpower alone.
そんな力を残していたとは。さすがですね。
我が真剣に宿る力は無限。この程度で勝ったと思うな。
その言葉、そっくりそのままあなたにお返しします。この世界において我が真剣に勝る権はない。
よくぞ言った。次の一撃でどちらの真剣が最強か証明してみせよう。
望むところです。
最後の一合わせだ。行くぞ。
Drav kicks off the floor and launches himself at Katima like a bullet. She exhales quietly, closes her eyes, and raises her sword.
我ら二人に絡まった因果の糸、自らの手で断ち切ってみせよう。
言われなくとも。
Drav moves with the speed of a god and raises his sword at her. Katima doesn't move to either block it or avoid it. He swings to cut her in half. Katima steps forward. Drav stops. He stiffens completely like a great black stone statue. The tip of a sword smeared with blood juts out of his back. With only the slightest movement, Katima avoided his blow and struck her own.
この私が。
勝負ありましたね。
Color me surprised.
何がおかしいのです。
やはり定められた運命からは逃れられなかったか。
His lips twist, realizing his fate. But there's no fear or regret. It's the face of a warrior who has accepted death.
私の苦しみはここで終わるが、私が背負った苦しみは貴殿に受け継がれる。これから先永遠に自分。
Oops. He wasn't done.
これから先永遠に自分の血に宿った呪いに苦しめられるがいい。さらばだ。
His huge body collapses. The general who led Grun Dreas has fallen to the princess knight of Agia. Katima!
大丈夫？あなたが勝ったのよ。
She stands rooted in place, almost in a daze.
カティマさん？そうですね。我々の勝利です。
Does it hurt?
何でもありません。ちょっと疲れただけです。みんな油断するのは早いわ。真剣はまだ消えていない。息がある証拠よ。
おい、ちゃんとダラバにとどめを刺しておいた方がいいんじゃないか。
そうはいかないわ。その体は今から私が使うんだから。
Oh, is it that girl from before? The one that he was talking to in the throne room? The Lightbringer?
誰だ？
Yep, sure is. I didn't even sense anything, but a strangely dressed girl is suddenly right before us. Are you one of Drav's followers?
まだ残ってたの？
違う。そいつはこの国の人間じゃない。
ええ。
We're surprised, but Satsuki and the other two glare at her, like they have some idea who she is. Do you know her?
知ってるも何も。俺はそいつをずっと探していた。なあ、エボリア。
旅団がこの世界に干渉してくるとはね。おかげで予定が狂っちゃったわ。
ダラバに矛を提供していたのはお前だろう。光をもたらす者はこの世界も滅ぼそうとしていたってのか。
何？私たちの世界を？そうよ。そしてその計画は今も進行中。
She steps up to Drav's fallen body. What are you doing?
ダラバ将軍、本当に解放されるのはこれからよ。
She holds up her hand, and a strange pattern of light appears.
熱い。その術は。
Blinding light fills the castle. The light bursts from Evolia's hand and drains into Drav's body.
収まった。すべて完了。これでダラバは私たちの意志に従って動くようになったわ。何？一体ダラバに何をした？それはすぐにわかるわ。ここまで頑張ったご褒美に、こいつに勝てたらこの世界のプロテクトを解いてあげるわ。何が
始まるの？
Evolia holds her hands in the air. Drav's body jerks up to its feet like a puppet. An incredible bloodlust pours off of him, dwarfing what we felt before.
さーて、あなたたちにこいつを倒せるかしら？真の力を解放したダラバ将軍は、さっきまでとは比べ物にならないぐらい強いわよ。
Katima, we can't let you fight by yourself this time. We're fighting too.
全員でかかってもやばいかもね。
来るわ。
Favorite game before this battle? Hell yeah! Because this is going to be where I end the episode. Oh man, things are heating up, guys. If you're enjoying the game, I do encourage you to pick it up for yourself to support the game and its developers. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you all next time.